Chihuahua club, other clubs in Mexico and on the border. So, Eloisa?
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Just a little bit of housekeeping. Please rename your individual screen so that your name appears as you go by, and we might not be able to identify some of you. So if you let us know your Rotary Club or your district, we'll appreciate that. Thank you so very much. Well, Rotary International has brought us together in a unique opportunity to join our hearts, skills, and resources to serve and help save lives in Tarahumara, in Chihuahua, Mexico, across the U.S. border, specifically in remote areas of the Sierra Madre. This means that some villages that are farther away from the Copper Canyon, for those of you who have visited, read, or heard about it, are located, and there is a striking contrast with the majesty of the canyons, but then there is prevalence to death due to contaminated or lack of access to water. So we are celebrating the expansion, the branching out of our Dancing for Rain Global Grant, not only with the district designated funds from 7 Rotary International, the next slide, please, from 7 Rotary International districts and through the Heart to Heart project, plus, there you go, plus what the Rotary Foundation pledged. And with the additional pledge of 71% of the total global grant made by FECHAC, the Chihuahua Businessmen's Foundation in Mexico. So you can get an idea that we do have a lot of motives and reasons to be celebrating. So please make yourselves comfortable as we share with you this great news that makes our hearts sing. In the spirit of care, respect, and dignity that we offer the beneficiaries of our projects, we would like to share this humanitarian effort from this same spirit in this gathering tonight and express our gratitude for your distinguished presence. Our global grant objective, the next slide, please. Our global grant objective was to provide clean, potable drinking water for Raramuri families to reduce illnesses that cause death due to the complications of a simple diarrhea or respiratory severe conditions. And this gets aggravated because of starvation, or I should say chronic malnutrition and anemic pregnant mothers, and thus the mortality rate increases. So our goal was to provide clean water, and these are the first water harvest systems that you are taking a glimpse that have been installed already with funds from a global grant. So this is reason enough to be grateful to the Rotary Foundation to allow us the privilege of accompanying those less fortunate and to deepen our understanding and values, providing us with learning experience, making us appreciative of all the blessings that we have, evoking inspiring action, culminating in humbling moments, and an occasion to celebrate our accomplishments that could have not taken place if it had not been for your decision to participate in an international project and your generous supports to make our global grant, Dancing for Water, a reality. May we go to the next slide? Prior to the global grant, we ran an international pilot project through Creation Care International. There's about three Rotarians that belong to Creation Care. And we did this along with CAPTAR to determine the feasibility of considering a future water project through Rotary. We were amazed by the fact that due to our partnering organization, CAPTAR, and their effectiveness, professionalism, transparency in managing all the resources and providing timely reports, they were able to get additional an additional pledge from FECHAC. If you wish to review the report of the successful installation of these water harvests, please visit the site at the bottom of the slide, and a copy of this site appears on the chat box. The next slide, please. And now, this is what we came to on our first global grant. Well, now we call it first because we have a second one. But these are the numbers of our first global grant. The global grant participating committees of the Chihuahua Campestre Rotary Club and our partnering organization CAPTAR and the Pathways Rotary Club, we're proud to inform you that the sum total of our grant was $111,723. It was additionally supported with $281,578 with 18 cents from FECHAC, giving us a total of $393,318. So instead of doing the original 54 water harvest systems for 54 families, with this additional support from FECHAC, the total number of water harvest systems that were installed were 160, thus benefiting 160 families. This was accomplished thanks to the remarkable work and transparency record of CAPTAR, under the leadership of its board president. Pollo, please wave your hand so that the others can identify you. And if there are other board members, please do so as well so that we know that you are here and that they recognize you. And of course, this was also done by the gained or accomplished by the outstanding performance of her director, Ms. Luisa Ramos, and her operations team. All this work that they have done in the past years and recently has put them in that position where the Businessmen's Trust pays attention and is very happy to support this project. That's what I have heard. It is my honor to pass the microphone to Luisa so that she provides us with an update of our global grant. Please, Luisa, go ahead.
Thank you, Eloisa. Well, in accordance with the activity proposed, the progress to date is 100% of the material was purchased and received. 11 of 11 community meetings held at respective sites, 100% complete. 11 of 11 installation and maintenance workshop held at respective sites, 100% complete. 160 beneficiaries received their materials to start the construction of their water harvest systems, 100% complete. 11 of 11 trainings held with the subject active communities. 11 of 11 trainings held with the subject water as a fundamental right. More trainings are planned in October and November 2025. Thank you to another donors. We have a additional support with milk, cereals, and beans, and have been delivered. Thank you to Rotoplas, additional donation of 1,100 liters water tanks were delivered to beneficiaries in Batopilas, and we help them to store more water. Thank you, Eloisa.
Thank you, Luisa. Thank you and congratulations for all that wonderful work that you and your team have accomplished.
Thank you.
Thank you. We wish to extend our heartfelt gratitude to all the districts and the clubs and the people that have supported this global grant. The list is a long one. And fortunately, many of you and most of you are here present today. We have a very special thank you for the Chihuahua Campestre Rotary Club, past President Alejandro Aguirre and current President Fernando Letaif, the International Chair Benito Rodriguez, and Global Committee members for their support and participation, and to past District Governor Juan Carlos Chavez for cheering us along the application process. Fernando, please wave so that all can identify you as the president, the current president of the Chihuahua Campestre Club. And please unmute yourself and share some words with us about your impressions and benefits that this project is bringing to Tarahumara families right now and in the future.
Of course, Eloisa, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you all. This could not have been possible if it wasn't for your help, your commitment, and your love to give to those that are mostly needed, especially the Tarahumara Mountains. La Sierra Tarahumara in Chihuahua is one of the most isolated areas of Mexico. We are just about maybe 2, 3, or 4 hours away from them, and it's like traveling to another world where dreaming of having water just by opening a faucet or just by opening a valve is like magic, is like science fiction for them. And thanks to all of your efforts, the Qatar efforts, to the great support by FECHAC and each and every one of you, this now is possible. What seems like magic, what seems like a sci-fi movie is now a reality for a lot of families in La Sierra, and it's part of the magic of Rotary. That's where I can like feel the most how this magic works, how this magic can reach everybody, thanks to all of the efforts from all of you and all of the Rotarians that are involved one way or another with this project. I would just like to add that sadly, last week, the founder of FECHAC Association, Mr. Samuel Kalish, sadly passed away last week. And the last time I saw him, he always had a big smile, and he was always like really into the things that were happening. And he told me, Fernando, I think it's great that we are working with Rotary, with the Chihuahua Campestre Club, because you have been an ally for many projects. And I was like, well, you have been the ally, because thank you, FECHAC, and thanks to all the businesses in the state of Chihuahua that give a little amount every month to the FECHAC funds, is that this is possible. So I'm sure that Mr. Samuel would be very happy to see that the Tarahumara people are getting this gift, because for him, the Tarahumara people were like the most important part of the population that he wanted to help. So we are very grateful. Thank you, all of you. And I hope that we can continue this effort. We have learned a lot from all the work that we have done. Thank you, Benito, because you were the master of crafting all the details for the global grant. And it was possible thanks to you after many years that we weren't able to get one of these grants. And now it's a reality, and it's thank you to you, Benito, and to everybody in this call. So I send you a big hug and thank you. And hope to see you again really, really soon.
Thank you so very much, Fernando. And yes, we will miss Mr. Samuel Kalic. I have fond memories. He was very supportive, I should say, somewhere around 30 years ago, with some of our projects too through Rotary. So yes, may he rest in peace. And now it's our turn to introduce Mr. Past District Governor, Ron Apun. Ron has been very instrumental in bringing more support to our grants, and for that, we are very, very grateful. Please, Ron, give us some general insights of what Heart to Heart is.
Well, good evening, everyone, and thank you, Eloisa. I'll make this fairly short. I want to, just in a summary way of putting it, Heart to Heart is a network of individuals, clubs, districts, companies, basically anyone who wants to be involved in doing humanitarian service in Mexico. And our goal is just that. We are here to provide humanitarian service, and we do it through networking and connections. And I think this project, or I should say projects, you could look at it as one big project, but obviously it takes several pieces. I think it's important for especially folks who are getting on this for the first time to understand less than a year ago, Heart to Heart did not know anything about this project. It went to the zone on September, well, we were last year's 24th of September in Memphis, Tennessee. We found out about this wonderful project. And in the year that's passed since then, there has been one global grant essentially completed and another one almost ready to go. And that is a tribute to the incredible team that I see on the screen, or at least some of you on the screen. I have to go to 3 screens, I think, to see everybody. But again, I think this, if you talk about what epitomizes Rotary, this is it. Because you're talking about now 2 global grants that were written by 2 different people, 2 different clubs who've never done a global grant before. The first one was a huge success. The second one's going to be a huge success. And it all has to do with them working together and getting great information and actually reading the instructions of the grant form. That helps a lot too. But you know, there are just so many people to thank. And I think from Heart to Heart, our real purpose here is we're seeing great work done, and we just want to thank everybody who's involved with making that happen. And of course, you've heard about some of them already. Obviously, Captar, Chihuahua Campreste Club, and the new partner will be the Chihuahua San Felipe Club. We want to thank them. And certainly the Pathway Clubs, Eloisa and Luisa, especially in terms of helping us understand how this works and getting all these wonderful things done. The Businessmen's Association in Chihuahua, the match is incredible. I've done a lot of global grants in my years and never seen anything like this. It's just really, really fantastic. And of course, my good friend Ed Carr from the Decatur Daybreak Club, who invited me to come to speak to them in Alabama a few years ago. And they've been waiting for the Right Water Project. And this one came along, and he'll tell you part of that story, I'm sure. But Ed has done a fantastic job as well. So to me, it's just, I just wake up every day saying, you know what? We spend a lot of time trying to get people together, and this is the kind of thing that makes every day worthwhile. Because the things that you all have done has just been fantastic. And we're here, you know, to do more. We think this is a wonderful project. We intend to help the Chihuahua clubs and Captar, it's probably under the general guidance of District 6600 and the Pathway clubs to continue this as we need to until this job gets done. It's just a fantastic deal. I'm going to shut up now. You know, it's pretty hard for a past district governor, but that's it. Thank you.
No, it's a pleasure to hear you, and thank you so much for your uplifting and encouraging words, Ron. And of course, we look forward to having these projects become ongoing, because the need is there, and now we have this wonderful network that's willing to work. So thank you so very much, Ron. Another accomplishment that makes this a transcendental and meaningful reason to celebrate is the fact that thanks to the generosity of Pathways Club members, and I have to again grab my heart, spearheading the funds, the donations, are our dear Jim and Sue Hunt. And of course, Steve and Penny Miller, Chuck Huffhine, plus other members from the club. And also we had an additional funds from the St. Mary's Rotary Club, and they all came together in this fund that we created at the Pathways Rotary Club. So it's wonderful to see them on the screen. And these are the contributions, the cash contributions. We call this, it's a project in between one global grant and another global grant, but it's the same water project system of support for Raramunis. So the Pathways Rotary Club has donated $30,155. The Chihuahua Campestre Club has also donated $10,000. Captar, and in partnership with another of their nonprofit O's, Vida Digna, has funded with $42,105, giving us a total of $82,260. Now, we have submitted a project proposal to the FECHAC, and we understand, it is our understanding that they have to check the numbers, they have to check their budget, because they've supported us this year, but well, the project is there. So we're hoping, you know, sometime in the future to receive a reply. And this is not putting you in the spot, Luis Alberto. Please do not take it as something that we had planned, but the proposal had already been submitted, I think, some time ago. Oh, so we'll be very happy to listen to you in a couple of minutes more. So, but once again, I tell you, we're not putting you in the spot by any means. So this is an ongoing project. So yes, we do wish for those that are present, for all those that know of other districts that might want to jump in and keep supporting these water projects. So may we go to the next slide, please. And I should say that, okay, Lisa, give me a little bit of time. Yes, there is more interest and generosity to support more Raramuri families in the Tarahumara. Another equally important and valuable global grant application is underway. It is the Global Grant Dancing for Water Phase 2. Leading this grant is the Decatur Sunrise Rotary Club from District 6860 in Alabama, with host partnerships from the Chihuahua San Felipe Rotary Club. So, and that's in District 4110 in Mexico. And again, with the support of Heart to Heart program, plus the partnering organization, Captar, the support from our District 6600, through our district governor, Tim Ryan, and the Pathways Rotary Club, we are expanding the power of Rotary International to save lives. So I ask you, aren't these good enough reasons for us to be celebrating? So Ed, please join us in and explain give us your good news, those recent news that you gave us just some days ago. And wonderful information regarding the funding of this grant.
Thank you, Eloisa. You can see on the screen an example of the magic of Rotary. The number of partners that have joined us in phase 2 is just phenomenal. I would like to say that our district this week at the Zone Institute pledged their DDF of $26,000 for the project, which makes us fully funded. You can see all of the cash donations and DDF from, all the districts, 6860, 4110, 5830, 6600, 6670, and 6780. And of course, the clubs, the Pathways, Chihuahua, San Felipe, Decatur Noon, our sister club here in Decatur, Alabama, and of course, our club. We're so excited that we now can move forward and with a fully funded project. There's always details to work out. We have to send our formal request for DDF back to the district because we changed the amount and they agreed to an increase. So now that we have that increase, we are fully funded, and we'll dot the I's and cross the T's as Ron alluded to, and move forward from here. Thanks to all your help, all your donations, and all your prayers. We now have a project that's viable, and we'll move on from here. I would like to also say that Ron alluded to this project started for us nearly 4 years ago when we decided as a stretch goal during a visioning process to do a global grant. We had never done one before, and our club said, that's something we should do. Our focus has been on district grants for water wash projects for districts at the district level, and we've been doing that for nearly 6 years now. And this project is just the next step. Thanks to the leadership of numerous club presidents, including Cindy Anderson, who's on with us tonight, we now can move forward and hopefully successfully complete this global grant. So real excited. There's a lot of work to do, but we're excited to do it. Thanks, Eloisa.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you so much. So this is the goal for this global grant. It's water harvest systems for 60 families in the municipality of Guadalupe Calvo in Chihuahua, Mexico. There will be 12 communities served, and the head villages are Barbechitos and Correcoyote in this municipality, which is one of the farthest ones. And I should add to a note that the villages that we attended in, that we are serving in Global Grant 1, and these villages that are in this municipality reflect a statistic that is sad for us because they lead in extreme poverty. So we're very happy to be there and supporting these villages and the families as best we can. So we just want to let you know that we'll keep all special thoughts and memories in your heart for lifetimes to come. Share these keepsakes with others to inspire hope and create a better world. And for the purpose of allowing Luis Alberto to witness and experience our celebration, I have purposely left our international supporter from Chihuahua, Mexico, to listen to our report. FECHAC pledges have exponentially expanded our humanitarian service. Through his unfailing leadership of FECHAC, the Chihuahua Businessmen's Foundation, it has greatly impacted and helped save lives. His endeavor is commendable and proof of what international partnerships can accomplish in favor of the basic human right of Tarahumara natives to have access to clean water. I am very happy and honored to introduce Mr. Luis Alberto Barrio, President of FECHAC, and let us welcome him with a warm applause and listen to his message. Luis Alberto, we're so happy to have you here.
Dearest Eloisa, I'm so happy and thrilled to see you, and it is a real privilege to be here with all of you. My name, as Eloisa said, is Luis Alberto Barrio, and I currently preside the Fundación del Empresariado Chihuahuense, known as FECHAC. And as Eloisa previously mentioned, we are a foundation funded directly by the business community of the Chihuahua state. the way we fund our foundation is we pay additional contribution through state taxes, and these funds are solely used for social causes. We have supported Qatar for more than 16 years, investing more than a couple million of dollars throughout the years in projects like these that allow people in the Sierra Tarahumara to have a better life and better life opportunities, both for families and communities, as well as organizations that develop incredible programs in the Sierra Tarahumara. Rotary has made so much in the Sierra Tarahumara and the state of Chihuahua that we not only recognize their great heart, but celebrate your generosity and trust in our projects in helping the most needed. Although your projects are ongoing, you still create and support new projects. I truly admire you all, Rotaries, and your brave and kind hearts. Be rest assured, Dancing for Rain Global Grant is multiplying efforts to create better paths. And yes, with the requested grant from FECHAC did go through, and we're working with Pollo to match the needed grant. I thank you all in behalf of Chihuahua business people in our communities. And as Ron mentioned, every day is worthwhile. Thank you so much again.
Thank you so very much, Luis Alberto. It is a special, very special occasion and moment to have you here with us. Thank you. My love to the family, please. They're here.
Same, Eloisa. Thank you.
Gracias. We have been privileged with this precious moment in time and this wonderful opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to Luis Alberto Barrio, President of the FECHAC. May you and your beautiful family and all board members and collaborators of FECHAC receive our most sincere recognition and appreciation. Let us envision the joy that will be felt by those receiving the benefits of these projects. And may we remain humble and grateful for the privilege of having contributed together to make this a better world. I pass the microphone to Bob Cook, the Gran Siriame, as he is called by his Yaramuri friends. He will give us details of a future, not so far trip to Tarahumara. My dear Bob, please unmute yourself, your microphone.
I think I'm online now. Well, thank you, Eloise. I appreciate the opportunity of joining with others and expressing appreciation for what so many have done. Rotary, the Rotary Foundation, the Pathways Club, the Chihuahua Campestre Club, Heart to Heart, FECHAC. It's been a wonderful sense of collaboration, and Ed, we wish you well as you embark on this project of getting another global grant going. I see all of this not as a conclusion, but as a beginning. And the reason why is the needs are so great. Having been in the Sierra many times, I've seen what the needs are. And I'm so thrilled with what Qatar is doing with the support from all of you. It's, you know, the question sometimes is, why do we work with these people? Well, I think there's a lot that we have to learn from them. Yes, they are very poor. Yes, they don't have much, but they have families that are together. They live lightly on the land. They've taught us how to deal with a little, and they teach us how to live with faith, which is really important to them. So we have a lot to gain by preserving these people and helping them survive. And for all of you to cooperate in that endeavor makes me feel wonderful. And I'm sure that our founder, Paul Harris, is probably listening in, very joyful over what he is hearing this evening and proud of what the organization he founded has turned into, along with someone like Frank Devlin, who was a wonderful Rotary leader, past president of Rotary from Mexico. I'm sure Frank is listening in and also very pleased and happy with what he's hearing. And for the club that I belong to, Pathways Rotary Club, let me just say it's not the size of the Rotary Club that makes the difference. It's the size of Rotary and the Rotarians. And that little club, despite being spread out all over the world, is doing some wonderful things, and I'm very proud of them for it. Lastly, I would say that all of this happens because acquaintance becomes friendship, friendship builds trust, and out of trust comes a project like this across international borders, and setting an example of what can happen when people of goodwill step away from government and just work people to people. So congratulations to all of you. And in the interest of continuing all of this and building new friendships and acquaintances, Eloisa has asked me if I would lead a team to Mexico, March the 26th through the 30th. And I will be happy to do that. My wife, Linda, is planning on joining me. And we always look forward to getting back into the Sierra, and hope to see many of you there. And some of you who are curious and have not yet been there, please let me know. We would be happy to have you come with us. And with that, I'll turn it back to you, Eloisa.
Thank you so very much, Bob. So very much. We had a wonderful trip last year, and we expect to have another one as well, and even better like it last year. It is my honor to introduce you to our current district governor, Tim Ryan. He wasn't sure whether he was going to be able to make it to this meeting, but I'm so very happy, as well as others, Tim, to see you here. We would so very much like to listen to your message too. Please unmute yourself, your microphone. Thank you.
There, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we
Yes,
can.
sir.
I'm really pleased to play a small part or small role in this project. I was with you, Eloisa, as you know, last year, and saw firsthand the need. I can assure everyone on this Zoom that you're saving lives. You're probably saving a culture too, one that could easily disappear, but for the work that you and Rotarians are doing. And I'm especially interested in hearing what Bob Cook had to say about leading another team of Rotarians into the Chihuahua, the Tarahumara area. And the reason is the best part of what Rotarians do is when we get together, we interact with each other, we create relationships. It's that keeps us from just being a check writing organization. It's when we make the Rotary to Rotary, person to person connection. And I couldn't be prouder of it, and I couldn't be prouder of you, Eloisa.
Thank you.
So
Thank you so much, Tim. Well, let us consciously guide this wonderful momentum that we are experiencing right now, so that clean water be made available in the near future for all Tarahumara families and all those families that need it in the world. With the global potential of Rotary International and all other committed organizations through uplifting partnerships. May this gathering bring us closer through the blessings of technology as a fraternal humanity. through the ideals of Rotary, of genuine service and promoting peace and understanding. May we continue to develop forbearance towards each other and strive together, knowing that we are not alone. May we live and move in harmony and create resiliency to face the challenges to come. May we rejoice and cherish the wisdom that we have acquired together. And may we bask in appreciation and gratitude for the privilege of serving our families and others, and believe in the magic of Rotary. Para todos y todas las que están aquí presentes, nuestra más sincera gratitud por su apoyo y su participación. Mate Terabá para todos. And Matt, well, I'm turning over our time. I think we're doing okay.
Yeah, we're
So
doing very,
I believe we have time for comments or questions
yes.
and answers before you adjourn the meeting.
I think we have time for any questions that people might have. Si tienen preguntas o comentarios, por favor, háganlas. I'm very proud to be part of this, and I think that you and Luisa did a great job of presenting it all to us this evening. And everybody stuck to the schedule, mira nomás. Qué milagro. But, I had one question. How many total families are there of the Tarahumara, you think?
Well, Luisa and I were making some numbers, but they're all only approximations because we might be missing some official numbers.
Yeah.
But we believe that there's approximately 36,000 families of Rarámuri.
Wow.
Is that correct, Luisa? Am I close to the number? 36,000 familias?
Mhm. Aproximadamente.
If you multiply by the 4.8, which we did, that's approximately 180,000, somewhere around.
Oh.
Bueno, yo quisiera, I want to be very grateful with all of you because our Captara has been working in the Sierra Tarahumara. Now we are, it's our 20th birthday of working there, and we are very happy and very, it's very satisfactory for us to work with people from other countries. And we think when you come to our mountains, you just fall in love and you have to come again because the people is so kind and they live with very little, but they live happy. They smile a lot. And I think the smile is something that you don't need a language or a country to share. So I just wanna say thank you in name of them, the people who live very, very far away, and they even don't know how to speak Spanish to say, I need something, but heart to heart, keep us together. And that's important thing in the humanity. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Pollito.
Any other questions?
Thank you for your hearts, Steve. Benito, so good to see you. I couldn't move the screen, but now I can. Our dear Blanquita is here. Blanquita has been supported for many, many years. She's known as the Bumblebee. Oh, and our dear Aron Gonzalez from the San Felipe Rotary Club is here. Aron, please say hello to everybody. Let us hear you.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. Wasn't expecting to have the chance to talk to you, but thank you. I'm very happy to be leading or helping my club and the district as the host club for the phase 2 project. Thanks to all of you that made the phase 1 happen. It's a great project and great learning experience for us. So looking forward for the next project, and please consider us just as part of this team as well as the phase 2. And I don't know what else to say, but thank you for the time, and looking forward for the next projects.
Thank you,
Eloisa,
thank you.
this
Thank
is
you,
Ed.
yes. Yes,
And
Ed.
I would just like to thank Aaron. He and I are both new to this, and we're both drinking from the proverbial fire hose about global grants. So I wish him luck. I wish me luck. And thank you, Aaron, for joining us.
Yes, there's somebody else that I'm looking right now, and he's wearing a blue shirt, and his name is Andrew Bone. Andy has also done so much work to get our global grants going. He was instructed last year by Jim Duke, our district governor, and he asked him, what do I do? Well, just go out and network was all he heard. So he did a great job. So Andy Bone brought Ron Apun to our table in Memphis, and that's when we met Ron. And well, Andy, do you have some words for us, please? We have time.
No, the only words that I can say is that people should model their global grants after what you did, Eloisa. It is a textbook example of how to do a global grant. It was perfect in all sense of the matter. You expedited it. You stayed after it. There was not one thing I could have, or would have changed. All the credit needs to go to you and Luisa.
You're very generous. You're very generous with your words, Andy. But you know that much of that work was put in through Luisa. And next to you on the screen is Benito Rodriguez. Benito Rodriguez is the leader of the host committee of Global Grant 1. Benito, you have been so supportive, so helpful, always enthusiastic. Please share some words with us. I cannot let you go.
Thank you, Eloisa. Well, what I have to say in behalf of our club, the Rotary Chihuahua Campestre, is just say thanks to you guys, because with you guys, with Luisa from Qatar, Pollo, Laura, Fechak, without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. As you said, the final word it is by the people that it's beneficiary from this, and their smile and their better way of life that we're building. And this is all thanks to you guys. And we are very thrilled of also being part of phase 2. And we can share with you that we will be having a racing fund this next Friday. We will have a golf tournament, and whatever the profit that we will have, it'll be for Qatar. That already Fernando has already signed on that, and we don't know how much it's going to be yet, but we expect to be a part of this second phase. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Luisa, for your hard work. Thank you.
Thank you, Benito and Fernando and rest of the Chihuahua Campestre clubs. Thank you so very much. Well, Matt, I'm handing over the microphone just as I promised. I will not go overtime.
You sound like you want the meeting to end. No. So we will adjourn the meeting, but I will stay on, and a lot of us will stay on if people want to visit or comment further. We have plenty of language skills, so don't worry about it. We'll have fun. If you want to stick around for a while, you're certainly welcome to do it. I will, but I'm calling this meeting adjourned at the moment.